This is the OECS Newslink, a roundup of major news happening across the OECS today. In the headlines,
OECS Trade Finance Workshop targets systemic barriers to SMEs accessing finance to grow their businesses. OECS Commission extends deadline for OECS Student Census. Good day viewers, and welcome to this edition of the OECS Newslink. I am Marvin St. Louis. Here are the stories shaping our region. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS Commission, in collaboration with the World Trade Organization, WTO, International Finance Corporation, IFC, Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB, CARICOM Development Fund, CDF, and the Commonwealth hosted a trade finance workshop for banks and SMEs in St. Kitts and Nevis. SMEs across the OECS continue to face systemic challenges in expanding into regional and international markets. Limited awareness of trade finance instruments, difficulties meeting bank requirements, and fragmented regulatory systems have also constrained the growth of SMEs. The Trade Finance Workshop brought together banks, small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, business support organizations, and policymakers to address access to finance for SMEs. Delivering opening remarks at the event, Director General of the OECS Dr. Didacus Jules emphasized the transformational potential of the initiative. He stated, "If we get this right, the payoff is transformational. More competitive exports, increased foreign exchange earnings, greater confidence amongst MSMEs, better integration into global and regional value chains, and a more resilient and diverse OECS economy." The workshop provided practical training on tools such as letters of credit, guarantees, factoring, and supply chain finance, while fostering dialogue between banks and SMEs to strengthen linkages and reduce financing gaps. Now for our final story, we turn to education. The OECS Commission is announcing an extension for the OECS Student Census, giving more time for students across all participating OECS member states to have their voices heard. The new deadline is January 26, 2026. The OECS Student Census, launched on November 11, has seen strong participation across schools in the region. The extension comes in a response to requests to ensure that all students have the opportunity to take part in this historic initiative. The census is a survey that allows students to anonymously share their honest views and experiences about learning, teaching, and school life. Speaking about the census, Director General of the OECS, Dr. Didacus Jules, stated,
"For the first time anywhere in the world, every student from kindergarten to secondary will take part in a single region-wide student census. Not a sample, not a survey of a few, a true census giving every child the chance to be heard." Why does this matter? It matters because education is at the heart of our region's dream, that every child, no matter where they live, deserves an equal chance to learn and succeed. We have data on exams and budgets, but what we have never had is the voice of the learner, how students actually experience school, how safe they feel, whether you enjoy learning, what challenges you, and what would you change if you could. The OECS is the first region in the world to undertake this total student voice census. And we do it because transformation begins with listening.
The views of students will provide critical insights to help education leaders improve and strengthen teaching and learning in a way that is aligned to the experiences of the students through the information they've shared in the anonymous survey. Students completing the census also had this to say.
"It felt great to share my honest opinions, especially knowing that it can help change education to make it a lot better for students to actually want to learn, not that they have to learn.
Though it was anonymous, I felt great that I had the opportunity to voice my opinions about issues in my educational institution to people who can possibly make a change and better the learning experience for everyone.
I feel like this OECS Student Census can benefit schools by making them better for both students and teachers and to make learning more fun.
Make me feel like I'm important just like everybody else. And I think it benefits the school because the school, it has like the student's opinion, so they can see what the student wants, so they can try to improve it to make learning easier.
Parents, teachers, and education leaders are encouraged to support students in participating in the OECS Student Census, which has been extended to January 26, 2026. All the information shared is confidential and private. This brings us to the end of today's edition of the OECS Newslink. For more information on these stories, visit our newsroom at www.oecs.int. Stay connected and follow us on social media and our website to keep up with the latest updates. I am your host Marvin St. Louis. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.